These are all form part of the law of the Sultanate as a kingdom, as a state. The evidence that Tausug people under the Sultanate of Zulu did not abdicate is the Buddahu massacre and that of the Budbagsak massacre. So this is the proof that the Tausug people did not want to be under the control of any power or foreign government, and that the Buddahu massacre and the Budbagsak massacre is the one big atrocities committed by the United States, with all due respect, in difference to history, committed by United States of America to the Tausug people. And in due time, we would demand from the United States of America to compensate this victim of this anomalous and illegal and inhuman massacre of the Tausug people. And that from the United States of America, which militarily occupied Sultanate of Zulu for 48 years, from 1898 to 1946, during these days, no Philippines yet, no Filipino yet as a citizen, but there is Moro, but this Moro is a name given by the Spaniards. Ngan inidihil sin Kastila patausog sa bukong kita niyo Moro. We are not these people are not Moro, not Filipino, but they are the native people of the Sultanate of Zulu that existed for 602 years from this interview. And that for 48 years, the United States of America imposed their sovereignty, exercised the sovereignty of the Sultanate of Zulu. Under the law, sovereignty is permanent. Sultanate of Zulu acquired sovereignty since 1405 and until the advent of the United States of America. Under the jurisprudence, which is decided by the Supreme Court of the Philippines, in Laurel versus Mesa, it says that sovereignty is permanent, exclusive, inalienable, imprescriptible, indivisible. Hence, what the American acted during those 48 years was merely an act of exercise of sovereignty under the law. An act of exercise of sovereignty under the law. The sovereignty is owned by the Sultanate of Zulu. And that during this military occupation of the United States of America, the Sultanate of Zulu, which included the Sultanate of Zulu as part of the Philippine Island. Philippine Island, again, is different from Sultanate of Zulu. Philippine Island during that time is a conquered territory of Spain, legally bought by United States of America. Sultanate of Zulu is a different state, but the United States of America imposed its illegal government, which is de facto government. De facto government because it is a government of paramount force. Without force, the United States of America then could not exercise or could not implement their government. The de facto government imposed a government over the de jure government. And what is the de jure government is the Sultanate of Zulu government. So the de facto government passed 3 laws during the American military occupation. What is this law? This law is first Act of Congress of the United States of America passed what we call the Philippine Bill of 1902. What is this Philippine Bill of 1902 passed by U.S. Congress? The Philippine Bill of 1902 was merely a temporary civil government given by the United States of America to the Filipino subject. Why we say Filipino subject? Because they were the conquered people of Spain. Kaya lungkupan sila sing Kastila. Therefore, they are Filipinos then, or what we call Indios, are Spanish subject. As Spanish subject, they were conquered people of the Spaniards. So this Philippine Bill of 1902 declared therein that the Filipino people as the Spanish subject were given by the United States of America temporary civil government to govern Philippine Island. Again, Sultanate of Sulu is not part of Philippine Island. If the basis is Treaty of Paris and the November 7, 1900 treaty, which is illegal and null and void, Sulu Sultanate is not or could never be part of the Philippine Island then. During the American occupation of the Philippine Island, the Filipinos were given temporary civil government, and very clearly stated therein that the civil government should be for those Spanish subject only, and in accordance with the provision of the Treaty of Paris and the November 7, 1900 treaty, and that it is clearly stated therein that this jurisdiction includes not including islands inhabited by Moro. Who is this Moro? Sultanate of Sulu, as Tausug, is called Moro by the Spaniards, but they are not Moro. They are Tausug under the Sultanate of Sulu, Maguindanao under the Sultanate of Maguindanao, Maranao under the Sultanate of Lanao. These three sultanates, which were called by the Spaniards as Moro, which means Muslim, they were not Moro. But specifically and legally speaking, they are Tausug people of the Sultanate of Sulu, and hence, which is not part of the government, of the civil government granted by the United States of America to the Philippine Island. Very clear that the Philippine Island, the government give to the Philippine Island only the Philippine Island and excludes those places or islands inhabited by Moros. So again, those places or island inhabited by Moros were Sultanate of Sulu, Sultanate of Maguindanao, Sultanate of Lanao. So this was not part of the Philippine Bill of 1902. So later on, another bill which became a law passed by the United States Congress, which is what we call the Jones Law, the Philippine Autonomy Act of 1916. This Philippine Autonomy Act granted the Philippine Island by the United States an autonomy. But those island or territory which were not included in the Philippine Bill of 1902 were then included in the Philippine Autonomy Act, which making the Sulu and Palawan as a 12th district of the Philippine Island, which they did not under the Philippine Bill of 1902. The second law of United States of American Congress is illegal and null and void with respect to the territory of the Sultanate of Sulu. They could not impose or enact laws which is not under the Philippine Island. So the Philippine Bill of the Philippine Autonomy Act included territory of the Sultanate of Sulu as part of the Philippine Island, which is illegal under the law and under the international law. So the Philippine Autonomy Act, very clearly, the basis is still, again, the basis of this Jones Law or Philippine Autonomy Act is the Treaty of Paris and November 7, 1900 treaty. Again, these two treaties were illegal. From the viewpoint of the American law and from the viewpoint of the international law. This Act of 1934, this Philippine Independence Act of 1934 granted independence to Philippine Island. Again, Sultanate of Sulu is not part of the Philippine Island. And the basis of this act is, again, the Treaty of Paris and the November 7, 1900 treaty that granting independence to the Philippine Island, to the Filipinos. The America withdraw its control and sovereignty and granted independence to the Philippine Islands. Again, Sultanate of Sulu was not part of the Philippine Island. Hence, the Filipinos has no authority to govern the Tausug people. The Philippine government now is legally called de facto government, a government of fact without legal title. And it is a government of force and arms.